we're here for families. We're here for kids. We help kids grow up confident and cared for and safe. Just about everything we do for our senior citizens and them having a place to come and gather, and we're constantly finding new ways to involve the people that we serve and engage them and bring them together into community as well. And that's really what my heart says the YMCA is about. Wellness is just a piece of that.
They're not the rich and famous. Their profit comes not from the thing they sell, but the good they do. Our nation has more than 1.5 million nonprofits that employ 1 out of 10 Americans, providing services that otherwise go unfulfilled, keeping our community connected when all else fails. But nonprofits often lack the tools to properly promote themselves, to inspire more donors and volunteers and clients to their cause. That's where I come in. I've been in the nonprofit world for nearly 20 years. I connect nonprofits with marketing professionals who donate their time and expertise so that, at the end of the day, these life-giving organizations can do more, do better, by creating more. That's right, buzz.
Even for a slacker like me, YMCA's offer a welcoming place for a workout.
From its wellness centers and pools and fitness classes, the Y offers all ages and, thankfully, abilities a great opportunity to exercise the body. But the body is just one side of a triangle that also includes mind and spirit. How the YMCA of Virginia's Blue Ridge builds the mind and spirit along with the body is the subject of today's episode of Buzz, where we will provide some pro bono video marketing to support one of the Y's biggest fundraisers of the year.
So our YMCA actually started in 1883, before Roanoke was even a city here, and that was because of the railroads. We formed here to serve young men coming off of the rail lines, and so our history had moved forward. There was actually 2 YMCAs in the Roanoke area. One was the Hunton Family YMCA and one was the Central YMCA. And at that time, in just about every major city in the country, that was based around segregation and race. And so we came together in 1988 and became the YMCA of Roanoke Valley. And since that time, we've experienced a lot of growth. The Salem Family YMCA became part of us, and we started that in 1996. And then we merged the Rockbridge area YMCA in 2016, and then opened a new YMCA in Botetourt in 2019. So as we were growing and merging in Ys and opening new Ys, we recognized we served a much larger area, and so in 2015 we became the YMCA of Virginia's Blue Ridge to recognize that.
The National YMCA had its own rebranding in 2010 to reflect the fact that the organization was no longer just for people who were young, men, and Christian, according to Board Chair Emeritus Bill Kirk.
Women are more than half of the membership of the YMCA today, and 30 years ago that wasn't the case. Elderly folks are a huge outreach of the Y. Gives those folks a place to be, and 30 years ago that wasn't there either. So I've watched the Y evolve and be applicable to all different types of folks and all different types of society.
Likewise, the mission of the Y has evolved from just a place to exercise. Formerly called the Hunton Family YMCA, the Gainesboro Y originally focused on programs for African Americans, says longtime board member Bill Sparrow.
One of the programs we have here at the YMCA is the Father-Son Banquet. It is one of the oldest continuous activity in the Roanoke Valley. At that banquet, the fathers and sons from the beginning, it was the biggest thing that the blacks had to do as far as relationship of father and son coming together. But now it's actually a family banquet. We have the father, son, mother, daughter, everybody's invited to it. And that's one of the programs that has lasted for a long time and has continued right to this year.
That sense of belonging and community is one of the Y's biggest assets, says board member and former judge Diane Strickland.
Having been a judge, it very much impacts the view that I have, that I bring towards what the Y does for young people. I have seen so many sad stories of young people that did not have support, either in the home, it might have been available in the school, but they, for whatever reason, didn't take advantage of it. And having the Y there where they can be active, because a lot of these young people want to be active. They want to do something physical. And having the Y open its doors and allow them to come in, oftentimes without any charge to them or their families if they are not able to pay, and make them feel welcome, make them feel like they are one of the family, the Y family, and have them interacting with the role models that the Y offers for them is a very positive experience. So I very strongly believe that the Y is playing an important role in the community in a more positive fashion than I was able to do when I was on the bench.
We're here for families, we're here for kids. We help kids grow up confident and cared for and safe. Just about everything we do for our senior citizens and them having a place to come and gather and form relationships and really enrich a part of their lives that, maybe in an environment they didn't know they could find again. And our pickleball programs, and we were just doing that last night and seeing people kind of revive their opportunity to go be an athlete and go win games and do all of those things. I think we're constantly finding new ways to involve the people that we serve and engage them and bring them together into community as well. And that's really what my heart says the YMCA is about. Wellness is just a piece of that.
Even members who use the Y solely for a workout acknowledge their mind and spirit is getting exercised too.
I'm Dr. Jack Rappaport. I'm 92 years old. That's it, right? That's what you asked me. I got that 100% right. Can we go now? We don't have people in my family that can boast of any longevity, and none of them have lived this long. And lived as well as I haven't got a thing that I know of that's wrong with me. And I attribute that to the Y and that lovely woman that's standing here. But I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. And the happiness and that I've gotten from being a member, I don't have the words to express. So it's much more than a place to work out for me. Much more than that. And I worked pretty hard, so the only respite I really had was going home for dinner and going to the Y. That's all I did,
So the YMCA is a 501c3 organization. We are charitable. Everything we do, we put that money back into the mission and the work that we do. A key piece of that, a foundational piece of that is our endowment, and growing that endowment. That's our Keith Willis Society. And Keith Willis was a board member of the YMCA who just had a passion for our mission and a heart for our mission. It's kind of a family tradition that the Willis family has, that they wanted to see the YMCA move forward and have foundations that could survive the hard things, right? The economy dips or COVID happens, and having that base so that we can continue to make the decisions that are right for the community instead of decisions that are just based on how much money we have at that moment. And so it's foundational to who we are and our ability to serve the community in good times and bad.
To give the Y more buzz, the Y asked if we could produce a video highlighting its work beyond wellness. And so we have spent the last couple of months visiting some of the Y's amazing community programs and are now ready to show our video at the annual Keith Willis Society Reception.
And Freedom First has offered to cover the cost of Buzz4Good doing a project for us, which is a 30-minute movie that will highlight the YMCA. And tonight we're going to get just a glimpse of what that looks like.
And we all here know that the Y is a great place to work out and exercise, but obviously it is a whole lot more. And we have been thrilled to be able to get to know a lot of the great programs and activities that are not necessarily wellness related. And that is what we are focusing on in this episode.
And so tonight we would like to play for you a little bit of where we are so far in the show. It's not finished by any means. We've still got some work to do, but we're excited to present about 11 minutes of what the show is so far, and that piece about the great work beyond wellness that the Y does. So we hope you enjoy.
Well, one of the things Christians think about is helping others.
It's the Y is it's a vernacular. I mean, everybody says that, and you know what you're talking about. And it's not an exclusionary. If anything, it's just the opposite of that.
One of the things that I like about the Y, in addition to all of the programs that they offer for young people, is the fact that when I walk through the door, it is a melting pot, truly. You meet people from all walks of life.
I have been in church all my life, and I've always been able to help other people, although I come up from a meager beginning. But once I have been able to help others, that is my thing to do. I do the same thing with the church as well as with the YMCA.
It's important what we do in wellness. It's life-changing for people, and it's a huge piece of our mission, but what we are is so much more than that. That's really what my heart says the YMCA is about. Wellness is just a piece of that.
My name is Ann Nguyen, and I've been a member of the Y for 11 years, and I'd love to come here.
My name is Amor Hives, and I'm from here, Roanoke. I've been coming to the Y for the last over 5 years, and I just love coming here every day.
When I retired from Allstate for 30 years of service, all my friends said that you're gonna be so bored. You're not gonna like retirement, But when I found the Y, I just love it.
I exercise. Before I was going to the pool, and we do have the class, Forever Fit class with Sarah. She is wonderful.
I love the classes. I love all my teachers, Sarah, Leah. The class have been helping me a lot, with the arthritis and everything. So the class have been awesome for us. And the staff, everybody know me by name, and I appreciate that.
We are here. We have this active older adult lunch for everybody, adult over 50 years old, and we just enjoy the fellowship with one another. The food is great.
Because some of my friends cannot cook anymore. They even a little bit older than me.
It's just awesome to see the people and enjoying everybody and socializing. That's my middle name, socialize.
So the luncheon is really help us to come, eat together, and talk and socialize together, and even bring us together even more than in class. So that's why we love the AOA luncheon. Yes.
And it's great feeling to be involved and to be a part of a group that cares so much for each other.
Really a savior of my life, and we love to come to the Y every day. Yeah.
My name is Matt Reedy. I'm the Senior Director of the Kirk Family YMCA, part of YMCA of Virginia's Blue Ridge. Today we're about to run Y Splash. It's a large program we run in partnership with the local city and county school systems through Roanoke City Schools, Roanoke County Schools, Botetourt County Schools, and Salem City Schools. And we service over 3,000 second graders throughout the association. And it's a great learn to swim program that we offer at no cost to any of the second grade students. So drowning is actually one of the top 2 leading causes of accidental death for children up to the age of 15. In addition to that, 18% of the population here in Roanoke lives below the poverty line. And drowning rates among minorities are up to 4 times higher than among Caucasian. And we have roughly 50% of population here in Roanoke is of minority descent. And on top of that, you know, people that live in poverty don't have access to pools oftentimes. So what we have in this locality is a major access problem. But we have bodies of water around the city and county that these kids are around every day. And so they're around water, but they don't have the tools necessary to keep them safe. You put all that together, and that's really why we're offering Y-Splash. It's drowning prevention, drowning water awareness, and education. And just by taking part in the Y-Splash program, kids will be up to 88% less likely to experience a drowning. And we're able to offer this program free of charge to the students, mainly in large part due to donations and volunteers. But what we do at the end of Y-Splash, anyone that fails their swim test, we give them a swim test at the end of the program. Anybody that fails that swim test, we offer 8 free swim lessons. And so those children come, they take lessons here, and by the end of the 8 weeks, most of them can pass their swim test at that point. A lot of them, 30% of the kids that have taken lessons at this particular location, I'm sure it's pretty similar across our other locations, actually ended up joining our swim lesson program, and a few have gone on to swim team. So, you know, that just kind of fits into the whole thing that we in aquatics believe that swimming is a life skill, it's a lifetime sport. You can do it well into your senior years, and it's something that is very, very important that you should learn early in life. Because it's the only sport that can save your child's life. But we love that we get that conversion from just coming here, first time seeing a pool, taking part in the program, and then joining swim lessons and actually keeping that as a life skill.
My name is Anthony Workman. I'm one of the 3 instructors here, Beacon instructors for the Beacon program. The Beacon is an after-school program at James Madison and Lucy Addison Middle Schools. But one of the things we try to do is to give them an opportunity to have something to do outside of the school day, to keep the children out of possible gang violence. Northwest Roanoke has a history of gang violence. We try to provide them an opportunity to get away from that and to have, you know, an activity outside of the school that's fun and enriching their lives at the same time. For example, we have people that come out and do yoga with them. We also have people that come out and do science, different types of cultural activities. We're planning a trip next week to take them to Roanoke College, to introduce them to a college and to get them thinking about going to college early on. And that's part of what Beacon is about. We have about 80 children between the ages of 11 through 13. 8th graders are getting ready to go to high school. We've actually been helping them this year learn how to fill out job applications, and it's paid through donations. So there's no cost to the parent at all. It's an enhancement program, and it's enhancing the lives of our children here.
I'm Betty Scheidler, and I'm the kitchen instructor and senior membership rep with the Gainesboro YMCA. The Little Chefs program's been running for a number of years. It's a cooking class and gardening for children that are 5 to 12 years old, and we've got some of the children here with us today. The goal of the program really is to teach children where produce comes from, that there's a farmer or somebody that's working. You don't just go to the grocery store. Teaches them nutrition. They do cook with the produce that they grow. So they're learning about composting and nature. And we are actually turning our garden now into a multicultural garden. And so we have things like bok choy and kamatsuna, which is a type of spinach that's grown in Japan. We will have okra a little bit later, which a lot of North Americans have used, and in Africa. We have some carrots from Europe. They just really have a great time eating all the produce from the Gainesboro garden.
My name is Andrea Burney. I'm the Wellness Director here at Kirk, and today we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary for Rise 540. So I started because we had a lot of gun violence that was going on last summer in the neighborhoods, and I pretty much was just trying to think of a safe space for the teens to be. So pretty much it just started with maybe just have some games for them here at the Y and have some fun here. And with some donations that we've been given, we have been able to take them on hikes. We've been able to take them, like this year is our 1-year anniversary, so we're going skating. And in the summertime, we're going to be able to take them to King's Dominion for the whole day. And this is all free to them. They don't have to pay for anything. We provide transportation, feed them, all of that. And they're able to just like hang out and be themselves and run around here and just have fun once a month.
So my name is Janaea Gillette. I am a 15-year-old in 10th grade.
My name's Seth Drakeford and I'm 13. My favorite thing about coming to 540 is like I get to hang out with a bunch of different people. People around my age, people who are a little bit older than me, and people who have similar interests with me.
My name's Damien Wetzel and I'm 13 years old, so go ahead.
My name is Carmelo Scott and I'm 12 years old.
Yeah. At the skate center, it's Mario night, so you dress up as Mario. So a big group of people, we're gonna all dress up as characters from that. So that's gonna be fun, yeah.
I ain't get to dress nobody because nobody told me.
But it's still gonna be fun though.
I'm a very antisocial person, so I never really talk to people much. But coming to Rise 540, I was able to meet a lot of kids who are exactly like me. I feel like they understand me, and I'm having lots of fun meeting new people and going different places with them.
Snowboarding. I did a game night and learned how to make pizza.
Go, you go.
Go.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
My name's Jada and I'm 14. And what I like about here is they have fun things here and get me out the house.
Go.
My name is Maria Gravely. I'm 12 years old. The only thing I like here is swimming and playing basketball and running around the track with my friends. Yeah.
I like how he did that. He's like, he's something professional.
I'm Paris. I'm 13. And what I like about 540 is like there's good people here and it's fun. And it gets me out of the house when I'm in trouble too.
Michael, Dan, they've been part of our lives in and out now for a month or so, and just thank you guys so much. They have a great way of making you feel relaxed and comfortable so you can tell your wife's story the way that you should. And then Steve and Freedom First, I mean, this was something that, if you know anything about marketing, video is tough. It takes a lot of people and a lot of time and a lot of equipment, and so it's been a huge blessing for us to be able, another great way to get our story out there.
Yeah, Cal Johnson, retired president and CEO of the YMCA Virginia's Blue Ridge. Well, tonight we got a little preview of the video that Buzz4Good is doing for the YMCA, and so it was quite moving. We saw 11 minutes of what's going to be a little longer, but to portray the impact the Y has on kids and people of all ages, it's really good. And you guys are masters at bringing that out and showing what can really happen in our community. So many times we hear all the challenges of the community, but we're talking about things now that are making a difference in changing lives, and to be able to see that and feel it doesn't get any better than that.
What a wonderful night. For me, it's always seeing the historic leaders and the foundational people that, in my eyes, built much of what we get to enjoy today, and then seeing our young leaders inspired by that, and then just seeing that all come together in such a great environment. It's my favorite night of the year. To me, being able to show people what you do as opposed to just saying what you do is so valuable. It reaches in at a different level, brings a gravitas to the night that really we couldn't do any other way.
Funding for this program comes from Freedom First, where people make for good, freedomfirst.com, with additional support from the American Advertising Federation of Roanoke and Friendship.
Who are you texting?
Just Nana.
Is she doing okay?
Mom, she's fine.